So, Crossing Void just released their newest event, the Frozen Trials. It's a bit different this time, as the main feature is that you have to go through challenges, click Treasure Hunt, and click the last option, meaning that this is a mainly weapon farming event. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this event sucks, and here's why. First of all, this event is done really lazily. I can't necessarily say whether or not this is hard since I'm super endgame, but currently there are no challenge dungeons, and most people from who I've talked to, even somewhat newer players, are saying they haven't needed to change their team whatsoever. There's also no story or other stuff to do in the event to add on to it. This is a problem because most players are endgame, so having to never theory craft or change from 1 DPS plus 1 healer plus Alice or something similar becomes too easy and less rewarding. Also, currently there's a lot of burnout because of the grind. Having so much to do in Crossing Void that you feel like you have to constantly be on, back-to-back limited, so limited gacha isn't rewarding to most players, and this event doesn't add anything to make people want to play. In fact, I think it makes players want to play even less, especially because of the rewards, but we'll get onto that in a little bit. In my opinion, the Alice event was the best as it added story, although not necessarily relevant, but fun, and still gave us stuff to do constantly. The fall and winter events were fine as the challenge dungeons were pretty fun, and it offered a lot of rewards. Especially fall, since the challenge was that everyone was underleveled at the time, but winter was more than serviceable, as I did have to at the very least add a dispel to my composition to beat one stage. Winter also had the added benefits of adding bonus gifts, and other stuff, probably because of Christmas. Also, turkeys from the fall event, from in between those events, and other stuff like that. Even the puzzle event currently is better. Anyways, I'm going to talk about the exchange again a little bit more, but let's keep moving on. The weapons that are featured currently just suck. I don't know why they brought this back. Furry Kazan set only gives you a better defense buff than the other two sets after 2 turns, meaning its defensive buff only applies on turn 3, 6, 9, etc. Where if you used Gamer Gear set, its effect would have applied twice by the same time that Furry Kazan applied once. However, the Yamato Charm set is okay, but it's not that good. I can at least find a niche use for it. You need to use a climax skill, and your enemies need to be below 30% HP in order to use the effect. However, by the time that you use the effect, other sets would have given you better bonuses usually. It might still be worth buying, just for guild dungeons, when all enemies are below 30% and you can fast climax. But that's the most I can see people getting the use out of it. Currently, there are 2 forms of currency you can use in this event, the cherry coins and the snow coins. Cherry ones are these little pink ones over here, and the snow coins are these little white ones over here. Silver ones, sorry. Anyways, what you can buy with cherry coins is you can buy an exclusive Shana hue, which looks pretty nice to be honest, but it's worth 2,000, which is a little bit of farming, that's okay. The Winter Bloom event reward, which is a profile banner. I'm just going to call it a banner. And something that's a little bit different. We haven't really had to buy these banners ever, except for like very specific scenarios. But usually when we're challenging specific dungeons that the Crossing Void developers have made for us, we've never had to like farm for this. We've had to work towards it, whether it's by clearing the full event or by completing challenge dungeons. And I think this is a little bit of an issue because it's just a nonsensical grind after a certain point when there aren't that many rewards to work towards. People who are completionists will probably want this, but again, not necessary. Same thing with the Shana hue, but the Shana hue looks pretty nice, so I can understand it a little bit more. Next, what you can buy is the limited gacha voucher ticket and the standard gacha voucher ticket. However, you can only buy 1 of each, which is a huge issue. And I think that's no good. This is the least amount of gacha tickets that we're going to get for a semi-official event. I'm going to call it semi-official. I don't know if it's necessarily an official event, since I guess this could be classified more as a farming event rather than anything else. Rather than a real event like a fall event. But this is more of a trial event. I don't know. However, the bright side is that you can buy an equipment essence. Yay! You can buy 1 equipment essence for 400 snow coins. However, I don't see any snow coins anywhere else. So why does it cost 400? And how do you only have 42 when you have 402 cherry coins, you might ask? Well, you only get 1 for every single run, I believe. And that's not good. So that means I've done about 40 runs. So it takes about 400 runs, probably a little bit less, maybe like 200 to 400. I'm not too sure. But so far it seems like when I do a 4-run one, it takes me, it gives me 4 tokens back. Let me yeah. So I guess event priorities, since you're guaranteed to get this eventually if you keep farming for it, I'm going to leave that out. Your event priorities are going to be the limited gacha voucher ticket, the normal gacha voucher ticket, and then nothing else, because everything else is unnecessary and or sucks. What you could do is you could farm for the weapons in order to get more equipment essences and orange shards, or you could farm for any of these event items. I mean, these two are pretty nice, so I'm probably going to do it just because. However, this event is kind of lame reward-wise, so I'm just going to warn you guys now. With that out of the way, this event is not a great one. However, Kimono Shana did come out, so I will have a guide video out for you guys either on Friday or Saturday. So, subscribe and click on the notification bell if you want to be one of the first to see it. Also, the rest of this video is going to be my Kimono Shana pulls, since I want to make this 10 minutes. Because you know, YouTube algorithm, woo! So I'm going to leave that there. And finally, I'm going to be streaming Crossing Void right as this gets uploaded. Even though I'm late on my upload and streaming. But that's okay. So come say hi. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Let's do our first 10 pulls. So we're going to do 10 and then singles a bunch. I got Mashiro today though. I don't use her. Mashiro's really good. If you can have a team that can use her. Oh, okay. So I have a long time to reg. My team is going to be Akko, Leafa. I mean, Akko is a Dispel, basically. Akko's also basically half tank too. Okay, is that a good team? I think it's okay, but if you replaced Akko with someone else, you could get a lot out of it. Like, say, you also have 2 single target damage dealers, to be honest. So if you had Akko for like Miyuki, that would probably work out a little bit better. So that you would have a Dispel and AoE. Because you just need Leafa for the heals. And I think Leafa crosses with Asuna, so instead you could just have Asuna with Leafa. You don't necessarily need a tank, you just need someone that's durable enough. Asuna has average stats in general, so she should be able to play as an off-tank character. Oh my god. That upsets me. We're about to hit 34. That's what I'm saying, dude. Hell yeah, we got a robot. A little upset, but that's okay. Plus, we're gonna handle bracket in advance. Alright. I mean, I guess. You're trying to make it seem like it's a big tournament. More like a bigger tournament, and it's just easier, but it's just annoying, I guess. But that's okay, I understand. Fuck, we got our A rank. Alright, well, we're gonna keep going. You're gonna get Kimono Shana on 67-ish. Alright, but if I don't, I'm gonna hold you to that, buddy. I'll definitely reg later, just not like right now. Pay me 100 if I get it exactly right? Hell no. $10? I'll gift you a sub. So make your exact guess now. It's not much, but it's something. Alright, thanks, Slate. 67 is your exact guess, alright. Oh my god! Wait, what? Oh. Never mind. I know Asuna doesn't have Dispel. I said you could replace her with, like, Miyuki or something. I got you baited. Hey, don't you think that's kind of rude? Come on. Wait, no I didn't. I said Miyuki. Miyuki with Lipa. Awaken 5 Silveria. Fuck that. I definitely said Miyuki first. Miyuki was the first thing I said. Who would be my tank? Your Asuna. She would be the closest thing you'd have to a tank. You don't really need a tank. If you were going to run a tank, you'd run Kirito. And Asuna has average like durability stats, and that's good enough. Trust me when I say this, you don't really need a tank unless you're like gunning for Alice. I think this is the 67th. I barely arrived and I pulled an S rank. Hell yeah. Oh, you Kimono Asuna. I thought you meant normal Asuna. So I didn't get her at 67. You didn't say 91. 73, baby. That's not bad. I'll take that. I'll take it. Because we also got Silveria. Okay, so if... What do you mean Emmy's definitely not a tank? I said, you don't need a tank. You just need an off tank.